Good day family, welcome back at Gist Band TV. Today we're talking about something new, so did you all hear this gist about Bryan Okwara? Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Bryan Okwara has always been the epitome of quiet strength in Nollywood, a man whose calm demeanor and disciplined approach to life set him apart from the spotlight chasers. He doesn't flaunt his emotions or chase fleeting romances. Instead, he builds connections with intention, valuing depth and authenticity over superficial drama. This reserved nature means that when Bryan loves, it's not a whirlwind, it's a steady, profound commitment that demands mutual respect and emotional security. Imagine a guy who could have any spotlight but chooses privacy, shielding his heart from the chaos of fame. It's this very trait that makes his current dilemma so intriguing. A decision that could redefine his future isn't made lightly. He weighs every angle, every memory, ensuring whatever path he takes aligns with his core values. Fans are drawn to this mystery, wondering how someone so composed navigates the storm of heartbreak and temptation. As whispers of his ex's return swirl, it's clear Bryan's not one to react impulsively. He's plotting a course that's true to himself, keeping us all on the edge of our seats guessing what comes next. Delving into Bryan's past relationship reveals a love that burned with quiet intensity, a fierce loyalty that wasn't shouted from rooftops but shown through consistent actions and unwavering support. He wasn't the type to play games. His commitment was purposeful, rooted in peace and mutual growth. Picture this: late-night talks filled with vulnerability, shared dreams built on trust, and a bond that felt unbreakable in its simplicity. But that depth came at a cost. When it shattered, the pain cut deeper because he'd invested so fully. It's why the scars linger, reminding him that true love demands more than passion, it needs sustainability. Now, with his ex circling back, those memories resurface like ghosts, tempting him with what once was. Yet, Bryan knows better than to romanticize the past without scrutiny. His fierce love wasn't casual, and neither will be his choice now. This layer adds such suspense. Will he risk it all for a second shot, or has he learned that some flames are better left as embers? It's the kind of emotional rollercoaster that has fans debating endlessly. The cracks in Bryan's old romance didn't appear overnight. They stemmed from a build-up of misunderstandings that escalated into heated arguments, blurring emotional boundaries and chipping away at the foundation they'd built. What started as minor miscommunication snowballed into feelings of neglect, where trust hung by a thread. It's heartbreaking to think of two people who cared deeply but couldn't bridge the gaps, crossed lines that left invisible wounds. This wasn't a dramatic betrayal but a slow erosion, the kind that sneaks up and leaves you questioning everything. For Bryan, it underscored a harsh reality: even the strongest love falters without clear communication and respect for each other's space. Now, as his ex pleads for forgiveness, those old fractures loom large, a reminder that history might repeat if patterns aren't truly broken. The intrigue lies in whether change is possible or if some breaks are too deep to mend. It's this raw, relatable struggle that hooks you, making you reflect on your own past loves and what it takes to heal. Bryan didn't just walk away from the mess, he fought to salvage it with maturity, opting for calm discussions over explosive fights, pouring energy into resolutions that showed his dedication. Yet, his efforts met walls of indifference, leaving him feeling undervalued and emotionally drained. Imagine extending olive branches only to have them ignored. It's the kind of rejection that shatters confidence in vulnerability. This experience likely fortified his emotional armor, teaching him that one-sided fixes aren't sustainable. It's a pivotal point in his story, highlighting growth through adversity. As his ex now admits her faults, Bryan must discern if her words match actions or if it's desperation talking. The tension builds. Can past wounds be rewritten, or does self-preservation demand moving on? This narrative grips you because it's universal. Who hasn't tried to save a sinking ship only to realize sometimes you have to swim away? Bryan's journey from fixer to guardian of his own peace keeps the drama alive, urging us to ponder the cost of second chances. The aftermath of the split hit Bryan like a tidal wave, pulling him into a shell of withdrawal where he guarded his heart fiercely, channeling pain into his craft on set. Scripts became his sanctuary, distractions from the ache that words couldn't capture. He grew quieter, more introspective, a man rebuilding from the inside out without broadcasting his struggles. This phase wasn't weakness but resilience, a silent battle to reclaim joy amid the ruins. Friends noticed the shift, the dim spark in his eyes, yet he pressed on with grace. It's this hidden depth of suffering that makes his story so compelling, proof that even stars bleed quietly. Now, with healing underway, the ex's return threatens to unravel threads he's painstakingly woven. Will he let nostalgia eclipse progress? The suspense is palpable, drawing you in like a thriller where every emotion feels amplified. Bryan's transformation from heartbroken to whole is inspiring, a testament to time's mending power, leaving us eager to see if he'll protect that hard-won serenity. In the wake of heartbreak, Bryan chose dignity over defamation, never once dragging his ex's name through the mud or seeking public sympathy. His silence wasn't avoidance, it was a classy exit, processing grief privately while upholding integrity. This restraint speaks volumes about his character, a man who values peace over pettiness, even when wounded. Unresolved emotions simmered internally, shaping a more discerning heart. It's this maturity that elevates the tale, turning it from gossip to a lesson in grace under fire. As she begs for redemption, his quiet reflection adds layers of intrigue. Is forgiveness possible without reopening scars? The unspoken words hang heavy, fueling speculation. Imagine holding back when the world expects a spectacle. Bryan's poise keeps us captivated, wondering about the battles fought in solitude. This element transforms the saga into something profound, inviting empathy and admiration. His path reminds us that true strength lies in what we don't say, building anticipation for a resolution that's as thoughtful as he is. The ex's comeback isn't subtle, it's a barrage of heartfelt messages, tearful voice notes, and midnight pleas that scream desperation wrapped in remorse. She's laying it all bare, chasing redemption with a persistence that's both touching and intense. But for someone like Bryan, who thrives on calm, this onslaught could feel like an invasion, testing boundaries he's rebuilt. It's the classic redemption arc. Has loss truly transformed her, or is it loneliness talking? The drama escalates with each outreach, painting a picture of raw vulnerability that tugs at heartstrings. Fans can't look away, debating if her efforts deserve a response or if they're too little, too late. This pursuit adds a thrilling chase element to the story, like a romantic suspense where motives are questioned at every turn. Bryan's measured reception heightens the stakes, leaving us hooked on whether persistence pays off or pushes him further away. It's this emotional tug-of-war that makes the narrative irresistible, blending hope with caution in a way that mirrors real-life heartaches. Her confessions cut deep, admitting pride blinded her, owning up to undervaluing his love without excuses. She promises evolution, vowing transparency and respect she's allegedly cultivated through reflection. But promises in the heat of regret are fragile. Bryan must probe if they're backed by real change or fleeting emotion. This accountability is a game-changer, shifting from blame to growth, yet skepticism lingers. The allure lies in the possibility of reinvention. Can people truly evolve from pain? It's a question that resonates, drawing parallels to our own regrets. As she paints a picture of a better future, the story pulses with potential redemption, keeping viewers invested in the what-ifs. Bryan's dilemma amplifies the intrigue: trust words or demand proof. This layer of psychological depth turns the tale into a captivating exploration of human fallibility, where apologies meet actions in a high-stakes dance. The uncertainty is electric, promising twists that could redefine love's boundaries. Bryan's response is a masterclass in composure. He absorbs her words without knee-jerk reactions, a nod to his evolved self-awareness. Nostalgia tugs, but pain anchors him, creating an internal conflict that's riveting to unpack. No longer the impulsive lover, he's prioritizing self-respect, weighing history against healing. This caution isn't cold, it's wisdom and true fire. Imagine the mental chess game, fond memories versus red flags, all while guarding his peace. It's this balanced introspection that elevates the drama, making Bryan a relatable hero in his own story. Fans are glued, speculating on his next move in this emotional labyrinth. The narrative thrives on this tension, blending empathy with anticipation. Bryan's growth shines, a beacon for anyone navigating love's complexities, reminding us that true strength is in thoughtful pauses. As the plot thickens, his deliberate pace builds suspense, leaving us craving the outcome of this heartfelt standoff. Enter Sonia Uche, Nollywood's beacon of warmth and grace, offering Bryan a haven of emotional safety that's worlds apart from his turbulent past. Their bond is understated yet profound, filled with laughter. Free of tension, open dialogues without fear, and a mutual respect that feels effortless. She's not just a partner, she's peace personified, aligning perfectly with Bryan's need for stability after chaos. Picture stolen glances on set turning into a genuine connection, where vulnerability is met with understanding. This relationship isn't flashy, it's real, nurturing his healing in ways the ex couldn't. The contrast adds delicious layers to the saga, old flames versus new serenity. Fans rally for Sonia, seeing her as the upgrade he deserves, her emotional intelligence a perfect match for his reserved soul. This dynamic injects hope into the story, a reminder that love can bloom anew. The intrigue peaks, will Bryan choose the familiar storm or this calm harbor? It's this wholesome twist that keeps the audience enchanted, rooting for happiness amid the turmoil. At its core, Bryan's Crossroads pits the pool of shared history against the allure of unscarred peace, a choice that could echo through his life like a pivotal plot twist. The ex argues for second chances, banking on memories and professed growth, while Sonia embodies forward momentum, free from yesterday's shadows. Forgiveness is noble, but reunion isn't mandatory. Sometimes, love means letting go to embrace better. Bryan's silence amplifies the gravity. He's not swayed by pity or pressure, deliberating with the wisdom of someone who's been burned. This dilemma is the heartbeat of the story, a universal conundrum that sparks endless debates, risk revival or safeguard serenity. The emotional stakes are sky high, blending regret, hope, and caution into a narrative that's impossible to pause. As he reflects, we reflect too, drawn into the introspection. Whatever he decides, it's a testament to personal evolution, leaving us inspired by the courage it takes to choose wisely. The saga's depth ensures we're invested till the very end, pondering love's true essence. And there you have it, folks, the intricate web of love, loss, and choices that's got everyone talking about Bryan Okwara's heart. Whether you're Team Second Chance or Team Fresh Start, this story reminds us that real emotions don't follow scripts, they write their own epic tales. If this had you reflecting on your own relationships, drop your thoughts below. What would you do in Bryan's shoes? Share your advice, predictions, or even similar stories. We love hearing from you and keeping the conversation going. Hit that like button if you're hooked, subscribe for more Nollywood insights that dive deep without the drama, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep loving wisely.